everyone, welcome back to a long overdue episode of Today we're taking a very good look at the Hot Soldiers HS02 General Commander with Prop Sky Pillar. This is made by Spike Art. They're no longer affiliated with Mech Fans Toys. Spike Art is doing this all on his own, and this is of course a Legends Plus scale Optimus Prime. Now, some of you fans may have noticed that things look a little bit different around here. I've gone and bought some cheap, clunky soft boxes off of eBay. They're not the greatest, but hopefully it will improve the audio quality because I won't have that LED buzzing in the microphone anymore. And I have been able to expand my camera settings a little bit. So now I can do this. Zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in. Now, I'm not going to destroy this box like I usually do. This was loaned to me by my good mate Sam. He's one of B&B's total legends. Thanks a lot, mate. I will endeavour to look after this. So in the box, first up, we get a collector card and some well-printed colour instructions. I'm not really too interested in those. We also get a little bonus baggie here, which has a blue Energon axe, a couple of Autobot logos, and what do we got here? The blue Matrix. Wow, that's tiny. Wow, that is so small. Well done. That is some cool detail. And the Autobot logos for Prime or the trailer. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Now let's get through these accessories quickly. First up, we have his Energon axe, which is done really, really nicely. No bubbles, not a single sprue mark, nothing. That is crisp. And that just slots in over his fist like that. Nice and secure. Then, of course, we have the Optimus gun, which is done impeccably. This is definitely Optimus Prime's gun, even with this little, whatever that is. A couple of injection points there and there, and I've got a sprue mark underneath, which doesn't matter. It looks fantastic. And he holds it just fine. Then we have a little tiny roller. He looks great. He's well done. This is well done. I'm not seeing any swirls in the plastic, no errors. Nothing, all plastic wheels, just looks like a pressure pin sort of thing. Got sprue marks on all the wheels, but that doesn't really matter too much. The seats inside are quite small. I don't think you could fit anything in it. I have one of those KO Diaclones here. He doesn't fit. Did this guy ever have a name? Was he just the repair drone? Swivel hinge at the bottom here, a metal hinge there, a metal hinge there. The lasers also articulate. They're not independent. They move together. We have the repair claw arm, which rotates around like that with the little antenna. I think this cockpit does open. Not sure what you put in there. Maybe we can fit a Diaclone. I don't think so. Then we have the trailer. Look at that white and blue down the side. I do have some sort of scratching and chipping in the white. The gun metal is done nice. These wheels spin very freely and they are painted well. Even painted well underneath. I'm not seeing any nasty sprue marks. A couple here in these sort of side supports, but that's nothing. A little bit messy in the front here. A few little scratches like there. Yeah, it's not too bad. The side supports do fold out, and so do these legs here. Oh, there we go. I can't be bothered doing the other one, but it's fine. Naturally, as you'd expect, the doors open at the back, so they just untab from this section up here. Then we have a ramp. How do I put, there we go. God, I don't like how that tabs in. It's just two circular tabs, there and there, going in there and there, and that is tight. It looked like this was like a tab mechanism, so I was applying pressure and pulling, and you do not want to do that. Try and do it from the inside in the future. Don't do what I just did. There it is, all expanded. Looks fantastic. This guy has a little peg hole just here, which goes just there. And that is super tight, which is exactly what I wanted. There's Roller. And while I have Roller out, his gun does peg in the back. The peg hole is quite deep, so you can get it in pretty deep. Just watch out for this reflective paint here on top. And that's it. That's the trailer and all the accessories. Alright. Onto Prime. Now, as a tiny little truck, I think it looks really good. A little bit gappy. So like in these sort of shoulder hinges are a little bit gappy, but I guess they're taking like articulation a bit more seriously than vehicle mode. I am finding that this is just a little bit out of whack. This section here, like maybe the hand is the wrong way round or something. That isn't actually tabbed in. Got a nasty stress mark right there, but that appears to be the only one in vehicle mode. Red plastic is looking pretty great, apart from that stress mark there, which is pretty weird. I'm not seeing any other damage, any other issues, so it's looking alright. The blue plastic looks really nice, very vibrant. On the front here, I do have slight discoloration in the silvers. This side of the bumper is a much more vibrant silver than this section here. It's like this needs another coat, and it's the same with the little headlights as well. Silver on the smokestacks looks really good. Details are nice and sharp. Couple of sprue marks underneath. That wheel doesn't really turn too easily. That one's fine. They're all fine. That one's wobbly. That pin needs to go in further. Front wheels are fine. And yeah, overall, I think it looks pretty good. Certainly looks like him. See how it rolls. Basically aquaplanes on this surface. Alright, while we've got him there, let's just close all this up. To attach the trailer, we've got two tabs here on a swivel, and they just go either side of this joint, I believe. There we go. Plenty of swivel room. Pretty firm connection. I'm happy. Anyway, enough about vehicle mode. We're pretty much done with that. Let's get him into robot mode. Alright, to start with, we're going to pull these fuel tanks out. Like so, just untab them. And then they need to shimmy out on this little arm here. This is thin plastic, so I want to be careful. And rotate them around and tab them in. Then grab the shoulders and work them out. That's meant to swivel around. This one's quite stiff. Fold the arms down. These little panels here that we're going to fold down and cover up that area with. Your panel might look like that. You're going to fold it, tab it in there, rotate those fists around. Next, you're going to grab this bumper section, rotate it all the way around like that. Then we're going to rotate that all the way around. Just be careful of this white section here, just like that, and then fold them both up. Open this back section up. I shouldn't have done that. Fold the head out. That was in a peculiar angle. Fold these two back in and close that up. Grab his hips and fold them at this joint here, just like that, and then rotate it around. Open these panels. That's in there nice and tight. There we go. Separate the legs. It's on a double hinge just inside there, and then close this back off again. So I'm like lifting and pulling at the same time. Fold the toes out. And is that the right way? Surely that's meant to go back. Yeah. Shimmy, this is on a double hinge with a ball socket. Shimmy them back so you got more of a heel spur. And there you have him. That was quite easy, and he looks nice. Hot Soldiers Prime is a Legends Plus, 12.5 centimeters tall, while the DX9 is your standard Legends, barely coming in at 11 centimeters. I really loved this figure. I thought it was really good. It's just too small. It's too small. I love the Legends Plus size, so the Hot Soldiers one is really good. I don't know which design I like better. I can't decide. I think they both have their merits. And the trailer difference is immense. Hot Soldiers is definitely longer. Look at that. Trailer is pretty long and thick at 21 centimeters compared to DX9's meager 13. Yeah. We also have this guy. Swoop. Seal. Alright, so General Commander here has a fair bit of paint. He's got some nice gunmetal silver on the grille here. Got this silver detail throughout here. A little bit messy on the sides. I'm seeing just a little bit of like... what is that? Paint smearing just in there. Pretty neat. On the other side, the face sculpt, it has a lot of depth to it. Those eyes are really far back. Got a great profile. Look at that, very nice. But from front on, he sort of looks like a Transform Element Prime, don't you think? I'm not enjoying that head sculpt. I much prefer the DX9. I think the DX9 looks fantastic. That it's not for me. Plastic quality seems alright. I do have a lot of separation between the head. Do the ears move? No, I'm not going to push on those ears. Bit of white paint in here instead of silver. The eyes are done They're done very bright blue. I think they've done pretty well. A little bit of fuzziness just around the nose, but it is tiny, so I'm going to let it slide. I think this is white paint on the crotch area here. It's nicely done. Yellow paint is nicely done. Got a little bit out of the lines there, but it is an even coat anyway, so it looks good. Blue paint under here, which is a little bit spotty and a little bit chipped. I can't tell if this is painted. I don't think it is. I think that's just the color of the plastic. Blue plastic, as we mentioned before, is nice. The silver is nicely done. The blue windows on the front here are nice, although they do have like injection points all the way across there, which are a little bit annoying. Silver in there is done nice. Matrix is removable. It's not in there too tightly. Let's have a good look. So small, that is so tiny. Considering the size, I'm pretty impressed with this. It's done well. Nice shiny silver handle all the way around. The gold, or the copper gold, isn't done too bad. A little bit fuzzy on the edges there. The blue in the middle is done alright. Yeah, looks good. Sits in there nice and fine. I'm not going to bother with the clear blue one, so I don't want to lose anything. Close that back up. Overall, I think it looks really, really good. It's just that head sculpt that bothers me. That's all. Alright, let's get on to the articulation and some of the faults. Alright, so articulation wise, we've got the butterfly transformation joint here, which is excellent. Excellent. Too bad it doesn't go forward. Ball socket here, so you get the full 360, just nice and stiff, not too stiff, all the way out, and it's unhindered even at an angle, which is rare with a shoulder like this. That is really good. Other side is just as stiff, if not stiffer. We have an upper bicep swivel, which is nice and stiff, and a 90-degree at the elbow. Wrist swivel, which is super tight. Other side is good. We have a waist swivel as well for the transformation. This one is really, really loose. That's a little bit disappointing. It's just a pin, just a push pin. I hate these sorts of joints because they don't improve, they only get worse. And as far as like a waist swivel goes, I mean, it breaks it up quite a bit. That is one ugly waist swivel. But anyway, we have ball sockets for the hips. He can get out quite far. These top bits here are hitting this detail. Hear that? Yeah, so that's not the greatest. So forward and back isn't the greatest either, because of these corner bits hitting all this detail. So you can get it all the way forward, but it's like going inward like that. So the hips are a little bit hindered by this top detail, just these corner bits interfering with this sort of waist area. We have an upper thigh swivel on a mushroom peg, which is nice and stiff. Same with the other side, not getting any hindrance, anything. We do have a pretty decent knee joint, but whenever I go to turn the knee, bend the knee, it's bending at that transformation hinge. So you got to hold the transformation hinge and then do the knee, and you got a little bit of knee detail in there. So a good 90 degrees. If you wanted more, you can just use that transformation. Oh, no, you can't really do that. That's stupid, Sam. Don't even talk about that. Down to the feet. Hang on a sec. Alright, we're up to about 13 minutes now. That's enough of that. So is it worth it and should you buy it? I'm going to say yeah, definitely. If you're into the Legends Plus scale, because this really doesn't fit anything else. It's too small for some, too big for others. But the plastic quality on this is fantastic. The joints on this are fantastic. The paint's about a 7 out of 10. It's adequate, does the job well enough. The accessories are fantastic. The packaging and the artwork looks brilliant. There really is hardly anything to fault about this. I did have that one stress mark on the shoulder. Not sure if that was already there or if perhaps I've done it while trying to manipulate that shoulder. And the only other real problem that I had with the design wise was in vehicle mode, the front panels of the truck, like where its hands are, they don't really tab into anything. They're just sort of a little bit loose there. But apart from that, I can't really... I mean, there really is nothing to fault this guy with. If you like the look of it and it's in scale with what you want to buy, or even if you just want a Desk Prime, or maybe you want something cheap for Zeta Bruticus, or maybe the Constructor to hold, this will probably fit that bill pretty well. Cheaper than the DX9 anyway. And that's it. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe to my channel. Remember to check out my Facebook for news and updates on KO and third-party stuff. Also have Twitter and Instagram, so go take a look. And as always, guys, thank you very much for your time, and thanks for watching.